All right, time to look at the calendar. Let's see. 2021. January, February, 2022. It's time to do the collection video.
Now pay attention, 007. I've always tried to teach you two things. First, never let them see you bleed.
And the second?
Always have an escape plan.
What's going on, everybody? Christopher Morales back with a video, a super exciting video. I know I've been gone for a while, but I wanted to come back with a very special video. This is the one, guys. This is for the third year in a row, my James Bond collection video. We started in 2020 and now we are in 2022. So yeah, 3 years. This is the third one. It's definitely vastly grown, so I'm super excited to go through it bit by bit with you guys, share the memories, and just talk about each little piece and see what's new. I'm gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna talk as we go and start from one corner of the room to the other. And again, thank you guys for all the love and all the support in these past 3 years. Shoot, it's hard to believe that I started this 3 years ago. So let's get into it. I'm super excited to bring it to you. All right, no better way to start off than where Bond started off, and that is in literature. So this is obviously my library, my bookshelf of all my Bond books. You guys may have noticed I've had these for a while, and some of the new editions that I've gotten from last time are from Tailors with Love, shout outs to them, and the new Wit and Wisdom of James Bond from the 007 website. Yeah, a lot of these books obviously are the Fleming novels, continuation novels, and then of course some novels and books from the Bond community. Down below we have my first of, three of collections of the Bond films. So I have them on regular DVD right here. And then VHS, the start of my VHS collection there. Eventually want to get them all in VHS form and try to find a VHS TV to see if we can watch a few. Again, shout outs to Omega Bond watches. I have some fun stickers that he gifted me a while back. Fun DB5 car that I also got from Omega Bond watches when I first visited him in Las Vegas, which was a lot of fun. I have a video on that on my YouTube as well. Now we move to my kind of Pierce Brosnan corner, if you will. I kind of just started this off because of this guy. This is a really cool, kind of my first standee, if you will, of The World Is Not Enough. It's actually not really a standee, but more so a VHS display case, which is really cool. I love that, straight from the 90s. So it's a really cool piece here. And here is actually a document, Ed Maggiani's prop replica of the X-ray glasses that you'll see in a second. And then moving over, you guys seen this book before, I'm sure. It's a classic. It's a DK's James Bond Secret World 007. I love this book because of all the great pictures and the insight a lot of good Bond information on the fly, if you will. It's short, but has a lot of good information. This I got gifted from Mr. David Zaritsky from the Bond Experience. Really cool. Tom Bates photo or painting rather of Pierce as Bond in GoldenEye. 5,847 out of 15,000. Really cool. And in between all of this, of course, I can't stress not to shout this guy out, Mr. Lobel Studio. Wonderful renditions of all the posters from the Bond films. That one is the Tomorrow Never Dies, of course, going along with the Brosnan theme here. My 50th, hoping to get a 60th box set there. And then shoutouts to Bond on Deck, that video series I did a while ago. These are all the James Bond trading cards that I've collected through the years, so really, really cool. And of course, you guys can see that there's a plethora of posters in the background here, but we'll get to those. That we'll save for last. Here is my nightstand with some really cool little things. We got my Moleskin 007 Bond movie title book, or my notebook rather, with my Kingsman glasses that I actually do use to read. Of course, we cannot have any notebook without, how many clicks was that again? The Jotter, Parker and Jotter pen from GoldenEye. Of some fun photos, some postcards that I have that I send out every so often to some friends and family. And then a really awesome picture of the Golden Girl, Shirley Eaton, right there. And then this picture is really special. It is actually, it's not a picture, it's a artistic piece, if you will. My grandma created for me for my 21st birthday of a Vesper Martini out of old jewelry. So really kind of sentimental piece right there that I absolutely love. The media center, if you will. It's definitely, as you guys can notice, my we'll just do a really quick pan. My room has definitely changed from the last video. There's no longer a bed or couch. Everything is now spaced out. This is now a room. This is a Bond room where people can come and enjoy a lot of what I have on display, go through different things. I come in here, relax, and read Fleming or read other books and watch Bond movies here, like in my media center, as I was getting into. This is a really cool piece right here. This is actually a vintage, I guess you could say, key holder or ashtray that I got at a vintage emporium, vintage shop in the area. It has all the British vehicle brands there. So you have, or UK and foreign brands, so you have Ferraris, Jaguar, Austin Healey, and of course Aston Martin. That's what caught my eye, so of course I grabbed that. And in it are a few Zippo lighters, my 007 Zippo lighter right there, and then really cool picture, TV frame next to a TV, of course. And yes, that is an Xbox 360, but it plays my Bond movies all the same, so don't hate. Current book that I'm reading right now, Intelligent Fitness by Simon Watterson. A wonderful read if you're getting into that Bond 26 now fitness challenge, if you will. Definitely pick it up. It's super cool, jam-packed with great information from Mr. Watterson on how he's trained Daniel Craig and a lot of other celebrities. This piece is really cool. I actually got this whole shelving unit for free in $99. I found it in the gutter. Actually, some neighbor of mine was giving it away, so I picked it up, refurbished it, sanded it down, and spray painted it black to give it a little bit more of a, I guess, Bondian flair, if you will. And it now houses all of my toys, Bond toys, Bond like Funkos, you know, action figure type of things. So so far I have, going from top to bottom here, really cool. These are like the older toys that I've collected. The Corgi James Bond collection, and then the Casino Royale. This is kind of cool. There's like movie quotes and or trivia. You turn the card, you can get the answer. So really cool. Hot Wheels Lotus Esprit, S1 from The Spy Who Loved Me, of course, and shout out to Ed Maggiani. There they are. I have them on display. The X-ray glasses from The World Is Not Enough. Super cool, super awesome. Any prop replica that you may need from any movie, any Bond film, he does a killer job, so definitely check out. I have a video of this actually on unboxing this, so check it out to learn more information on him. He is a great guy. And then in the back, you guys all know this. I still have to find a frame for it, but I wanted to display because I absolutely love that retro No Time to Die poster. It is awesome. And then another oldie but goodie. Funny enough, it's before my time, but this is 1998 action figure of Pierce Brosnan's Bond from the Tomorrow Never Dies. So really cool. Shout outs to Facebook Marketplace where I found that. A great find as well. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys have any cool action figures. And then below it, of course, the iconic Aston Martin DB5, the Lego version. And right next to it, Aston Martin DB5 Playmobil version. Moving down, yes, as you guys can see, there are some familiar faces. Funko Pops. These are all the Funko Pops that I have collected thus far. So you can see the different, you guys know them and love them. There's Bond and from Goldfinger and the Aston Martin, and then all the other Bonds are kind of grouped together. Kind of cool. I have Casino Royale and No Time to Die together, which is kind of cool if you think about it. A GoldenEye chair. So the story about this, and if you haven't heard about it, again, this is a neighborhood find, if you will. Neighbor was giving that away, and I really wanted something that I could use in the room to sit and read. And this is a super comfy chair, and it really does harken to GoldenEye. Even Fleming's Villa, I could totally see this chair in it, and so it is now a staple in this fantastic Bond room that I have it. And behind it, you can see very cool. Let me move this guy real quick. Some vinyls. All my vinyls have a place on their own shelves. I have Thunderball from Russia with Love, Goldfinger somewhere, Spy Who Loved Me, and then some fun miscellaneous ones. Definitely check them out if you are able to find them. This is just a collection from all the other films. This is actually themes from Bond thrillers by the Straw Orchestra, which sounds super nice. And then some more different from Billy Strange and his guitar, the Thunderball, and then there's Octopussy back there. But yeah, so love my vinyls. I do have a record player that I listen to quite frequently, so these are definitely spinning. Shout outs to Bond on Vinyl. If you guys are interested in James Bond and vinyl things, he knocks it out of the park with all of his suggestions. All right, moving up, I have kind of a casino themed, if you will. These are all my decks of cards that are, this hasn't really changed from the last video. You still have the beautiful, look at that, Theory 11 Bond trading, or playing cards rather, and I use these every so often when I'm with my friends and we just want to have a good game of Texas Hold'em. And then I have some other fun ones back here. There's actually Casino Royale cards from the Las Vegas Strip that we used for blackjack or whatever we decide to play. And then in here we have something that will always remind me of where I started. Let me move this real quick. All my watches, all my homage watches, if you will, that I started off with. If you've seen in the last collection video, that one is that Timex is my very first watch that I got when I was younger from my grandma. A couple of these I collected just because of the style. This one on the far right reminded me of the Kingsman watch. I think the Bremont Kingsman watch that you see in the first film. And then these two dive watches from Fossil. I have a video, an old video, if you want to see a very young or younger me, very more awkward me, talking about those watches and how I really think they're great homage watches to the Brosnan and the Spectre watches. Casino chips. A casino corner cannot be complete without casino chips, and of course you recognize a couple of these right off the bat. The Bond Experience, and the Bond Brain. Shout outs to those guys. Goes to say that they are fantastic people in the community, so definitely check them out. The Floating Dragon. You guys, let me know where that in the comments. Let me know where this is from. It says Macau, so that's a very, very good hint there. So let me know where that's from. Something that has changed, though. Something big. This was definitely not here in the last video, and definitely not in the video prior to that. This is my prized area. This is my holy grail area, if you will. And there's no better place to have these displayed than right here. This, again, if you go back to the previous video, this is my great-grandmother's record player / radio from the 50s. She passed away in 2009, and the one thing I was able to get from her to remember her by was this. And so I absolutely adore it. I love the way that it looks. It definitely screams 50s. And there's no, again, better place to display my most prized pieces in my Bond collection than on top of here. And that being said, this is my Bond watch collection. Yes. And sunglasses, of course, because this case can hold sunglasses. My Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean from Skyfall. And my Omega Seamaster Professional from basically the Brosnan watch. So it's currently on a brand new NATO that I just picked up from the newest Omega boutique in San Francisco. So really looking sharp there. But yes, this is it, guys. A culmination of hard work. You know about this guy because I've done a whole video blog on this one, and just a wonderful story on how I was able to obtain that. These also are wonderful stories in themselves. Jay Sadowski from James Bond Classified gifted me the Snowdens that you see from Spectre on top there. And then I was able to find great deals on the Marcos and the Henrys for the next couple of sunglasses. I wear these every day. They're so comfortable, and I love them so much. That being said, this is, again, my most favorite part of the collection. But then again, I'm kind of biased. Okay. Alright, so totally sidetracked, but still kind of staying with the 50s, 60s spy vibe, is my Mad Men corner. I don't know if many people know about this, I don't really post too much about it, but I'm a huge Mad Men fan, so I had to dedicate a little spot for my little Mad Men collection. So I got a cool book. Actually, I found this in Seattle when I was visiting a comic book store, the script for the first pilot episode, and then an awesome gift that I got from Lady Zubon, Jocelyn Zia. I believe it was a birthday or Christmas, I forget, but it's the it's like a cool coffee mug. I think it was during the last season. People were able to pick these up, and you can definitely tell that is Mad Men theme. So really cool, my little Mad Men corner. So yeah, yes, the Bond Community mini fridge. As you can see, I have a bunch of stickers that I've turned to magnets, actually. These are all given to me from different people in the Bond community. Shoutouts to being James Bond. Joe Darlington, a wonderful mentor, a great guy, a huge Bond fan who's been doing this way longer than I have. That's his sticker. And of course, you see Omega Bond watches. Quantum of History, a wonderful podcast. Living the Bond Life, great Instagram. And Lady Zubon, Bond Fanatic, Agent Debonair, all these guys are fantastic. That does have some nice beverages, nice and cool, because what Bond room wouldn't be complete if it didn't have a mini fridge with some libations ready to go for when you are entertaining, if you will. And speaking of that, what a segue. We see a giant bottle of Heineken right here. That actually belongs to one of my favorite pieces, fun pieces in my collection. Yes, that is a probably about 6 feet tall standee from Skyfall. not even having the date. It just says in theaters in November. I got this off on eBay, and I was like, people are gonna think I'm crazy, and they walk into my room, freak out, thinking that there's somebody standing right there. But nope, there's Bond. Super, super cool. I absolutely love when we see advertisements, Bond advertisements for different brands and such. So I had to pick it up. Super cool and pretty unique. Okay, something that is definitely new is my coffee table that I've actually restored. This piece of furniture, I sanded down and finished, so I restored it. Definitely gives off that. I love, as you can tell, most of my furniture here has a very dark and woody theme going on, so I absolutely loved this find when I got it and fixed it up, gave it a little TLC, and it houses some of my most favorite and prized magazines that I've picked up. More Bond literature. Starting from here, I've got a couple Omega Lifetime magazines, a few articles about Bond in there. Same thing, The Essence of Omega. I think you get this I think once a year or something like that. And then, of course, I had to borrow this again from my mom because this was her gift. This was her birthday gift that she had no idea that was coming, and it was the longest secret I was able to hold, and I was so thankful I was able to keep it. But yes, this is Jack. This is the Jack from Skyfall. This is the Royal Luton porcelain Jack the Bulldog that also came along with that Lifetime magazine that also came along with My Planet Ocean. So if you're curious to how that came to be, definitely go check out my Omega journey video that I have on my YouTube. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience that I, again, will never forget. And these were some of the goodies that came along with it. But I did gift this to my mom because she loves Jack. And here I have a fun magazine from Leica, the Leica Photography International, if I pronounced that right, from the event that they had in LA. Jocelyn picked one up when she went, Lady Subon, when she was in the area. I went to go check out the photo gallery from Mr. Greg Williams, and she picked one up for me, and I now have it here, and it's really cool pictures from the one and only Greg Williams again. It's really cool. Here are a bunch of magazines that I picked up when going to like the supermarket or different stores all around No Time to Die. So there's Entertainment, The Ultimate Bond Guide, I think, and then I have Life magazines in the other room. But this one's really cool because this was around the time that Sean Connery passed away, so they do a really great job kind of commemorating him and all of the things that he's done in his past. Like, look at that. That is so cool. A lot of interesting reads for sure, but very cool. And then the Total Film magazine, a lot of you guys have been talking about this when this came out. I couldn't find one because I'm not too sure if it was just the UK, but Mr. Zafran, you know who you are. Shoutouts to him. My buddy over in the UK sent me this, and I absolutely love how this looks. It's really cool, and it's jam-packed again with some cool information, and just a really cool display piece to put on the coffee table. And here are the two Bond theme Omega Lifetime magazines that I have. This one obviously from Skyfall and No Time to Die. My dream, of course, is to get the other ones from Casino, Quantum, Spectre. That would be awesome. I have found a couple on eBay, but they are quite expensive, so eventually I'll get around to collecting them. But again, it's on a laundry list of items that I want to collect. So for now, I enjoy these. I mean, shoot, one of my favorite articles that are in here. Oh, here it is this one. Look at the imagery on this. This is just simply talking about the drinks of Bond and Fleming. You see that gentleman dressed in a tux with the different Bond watches. Oh man, cocktail hours. That is absolutely wonderful. I absolutely love the imagery in this one. and it's super awesome. Omega does a great job putting these together, especially when it comes to commemorating Bond. Okay, kid you not, I may have done that about 4 or 5 times before actually filming, just because I freaking love this so much. This is the Bollinger 25th film commemorating bottle and display case that I, wonderful story again, got for my 21st birthday during Mission 21 from Ladies of Bond. I never thought I would be able to get my hands on this because of how fast people were grabbing them, multiples, and I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that, all the Bond films etched in the window here, and come on, like, really? How Q branch is that? That is so cool. And of course, it's empty, but that's how a bottle of Bollinger should always be. Speaking of bottles, as you can see, there are bottles aplenty up here, and we're gonna go through this bit by bit because a lot has changed since the last video. A lot more things have been acquired, some things have been taken down, but let's just start off right here. Of course, I still have the two, from Casino Royale. I have the Mount Gay, and then No Time to Die. We have the Johnny Walker Black Bottle, of course. And then, if you're wondering, even what is this up here? It's just simply my display of everything and anything that has something to do Bond related, and more specifically, like the alcohol bottles of that we see in the films. Some of the brands. There's like a Barber tag, and there's my first bottle of Florist box, which has a really cool note that came with it. It says, "To Mr. Bond, enjoy 007 from M." I have no idea who would do such a thing. It's not like they have a custom message writer or anything on the website that if you put your message in that they would write it out. I don't know what nerd would do that, but anyways, yeah, this is the Spectre Heineken bottle that I got gifted from Mr. Zabriskie. Super cool little gift to have there on display. I love that. I wish they did one for No Time to Die in the US. They didn't this year, so I had to settle for the Heineken 00 that's next to it. Basically non-alcoholic beer, but I have a feeling that 2 zeros, the 00, if you will, kind of had something to do with the film. And then there's in the back some Belvedere. Of course, Belvedere was a sponsor. Quine Lillet, or Lillet Blanc, which is also an ingredient, one of the ingredients in the Vesper. And I'm gonna move this really fast. Behind there, Bollinger boxes aplenty. Yes, this past year had been the year of Bollinger. I spoiled my family because they now know what premium champagne tastes like, and of course I got the boxes out of it and was able to put together the little diorama that they have there. So then I'll put the bottle back and explain. So that bottle of Bollinger right there was opened at Mission 21 in Las Vegas, my 21st birthday with the Bond community. I was gifted that for Mission 21, but I wanted to open it up and enjoy that with everyone that showed up. So that was a lot of fun memories that will never be forgotten. And yeah, so I see that bottle and I remember those fun times. Moving over, we have the Royal Mint James Bond Aston Martin coin. Really cool. It actually is a trifold. You open it up and there's some information on there. Then I have a fun little cuff, cocktail cuff sample from Brioni, and there's a little Brioni pamphlet behind it. Taittinger, the literary Bond drank Taittinger champagne, so I have a box of Taittinger there. And now we go to the No Time to Die section, which is obviously the newest movie, which I collected a lot of fun things from. This and that were gifted to me from MGM when I went to go see the premiere advanced screening, which, oh my gosh, I've never thought in my life I'd be able to see a Bond movie premiere, and I had the honor of going to that, so I got a little fun gift pack from them, which was awesome. Smirnoff being the sponsor vodka, this for No Time to Die. And then the nerd that I am, of course, I kept the giant cup. Actually, I was able to save one of those friend gave that to me, and of course it's on display. This box right here, I'm not sure if many of you guys know exactly what it is just looking at it, but it does have it's a keychain that I got from my 21st birthday from Mr. Omega Bond Watches. Lorenzo gifted that to me, and it's actually the keychain made from a few the links from the Melanie strap from the No Time to Die watch. So I'm waiting for a special vehicle or something special to go on that, because that is definitely a special keychain for me. So the more No Time to Die marketing things, you know, I got gifted that for my birthday. Mr. Trent Dayson, also known as the Traveling Bond, gifted me that Johnny Lightning DB5 from No Time to Die, which is awesome. My best friend found this, picked that up for me, and I have it on display. And of course, there's the Lego box behind that. And now, as you can see in the back too, there's Oliver Brown, and I think there's some NPO pamphlets and such. Again, just all kind of fun marketing things from Bond. But that is a story. So my Blackwell bottle, the only Blackwell bottle that I found here in Sacramento, actually belonged to a local tiki bar known as the Jungle Bird. My friends and I go every so often. We absolutely love the vibes there. It's a lot of fun. Definitely feels like you're transported to Jamaica or someplace tropical with the way that they have the interior. And the first few times that I went, I found out that they had Blackwell, the only Blackwell bottle that they had. So of course, the few times that I went, I kind of cleaned out their supply, which there was only half a bottle left when I first started going, or that's what I tell people. And so I asked, so is there any chance I could possibly buy the bottle off you? Because I'm a James Bond fan, and Blackwell has a huge part in Bond and Jamaica and Ian Fleming. And when I told him about what I do, and when I told him about how significant Blackwell is, they're like, the bottle is yours, take it. And so they washed it for me and they gave it to me, and now I have it on display, which is super cool to have, because now you can only order it online and it has to be shipped to you. But that was a very fun moment to be able to have that and take it home. So very cool. Next to this wonderful picture that I have frames from the Leica gallery of Bond and M, or Ralph Fiennes and Daniel Craig, we have my clothing. To show you, I know I have all my suits and stuff here, but I want to show you some specific pieces that I have that I absolutely love that are screen accurate. My Barber Commander, you know and love it from Skyfall. And my RGT. I absolutely love this jacket. It gets worn all the time. It is an amazing jacket. I actually got this when I went to Texas, so it was a fun moment to go in and say, hey, do you guys have the Bond jacket? And they knew exactly what I was talking about. And behind it, here's a more recent purchase, actually. I got this. Yes, this is the famous Adidas collaboration that everybody has heard of. I'm not going to say they know and love, because they've heard of it. This is the Spectre workout jacket. Reason why I got this was because it was 50% off. If it was not 50% off, I wouldn't have grabbed that, along with the Adidas running shoes, the Ultra Boosts. Wouldn't have grabbed those. So, and then lastly, kind of rounding out the screen accurate parts, clothing of my tutorial collection, are the Sperry's from No Time to Die. I absolutely love these shoes. I'm taking good care of these because it's kind of hard to find these actual screen accurate. These are the ones that Bond wears, the same model, same color and everything. They have a lot of them that are very similar on the Sperry website, but these I've heard are hard to come by now, because now that everybody knows, of course they're going to snatch them up. But rightfully so, these are the most comfortable shoes that I own. I absolutely love them. And now comes the last part of the tour of the 2022 James Bond collection. The posters and pictures of the room. So obviously I have a giant picture commemorating Fleming. I absolutely just loved this picture here. Sorry about the glare. but I found it on Etsy, I believe, and I just got the biggest version. It almost looks like a real painting of him, so I grabbed that. It just looks so good. These two pictures right here obviously are the Kingsmen, Colin Firth and Taron Egerton, or Harry Hart and Eggsy. I got those along with these two from Commander Robert Blick, I believe is his name on Instagram. He's an artist in the UK who does fantastic marker drawings or marker portraits of different actors and actresses, and of course I had to pick those up. Here we have more of kind of like Bond marketing, if you will. There's a Jim Beam ad that I just happened to frame. I found these on eBay and I grabbed them and wanted to frame them. Eventually I'll probably put them up next to a home bar that I'm planning on making soon. Another fun ad, a Smirnoff ad. And then this is a very, very special piece. This is actually words, a bunch of words you can pause and look at that are put together to make the portrait of Sean Connery. I got this, there's a whole video back on my account, YouTube, talking specifically about this piece. So go and look, it's under a portrait for Sean. This is a wonderful, wonderful journey, wonderful story made by a local artist here in Sacramento. And he knocked it out of the park. He is a great guy in general, super nice and kind, and his artwork is amazing. He's done other portraits like Kobe Bryant and other custom portraits for other people, all with the same idea of putting stats, putting quotes, putting names, all in that very small writing in order to create a giant portrait of whoever you'd like. So definitely check out that video, and if you're interested, let him know. He's always looking for a business and creating something for you, so definitely hit him up if you want another portrait of Sean Connery or Bond or whatever it may be. But that is one of my all-time favorite art pieces, and I display it front and center as it should be. Then moving to one of my most favorite Bond marketing, Bond promotional pieces is this beautiful poster from 1997. You can see because it's 1997 Bollinger, the champagne of James Bond, again celebrating or promoting Tomorrow Never Dies. So wonderful portrait of Pierce there next to the bottle of Bollinger and the glass. Just looks so good. Love that. It's a great picture. Now we move to what my room, the Bond room, became famous for. This was the first complete collection that I was able to finish, and that's the poster wall, starting obviously from Dr. No all the way to the Daniel Craig era. So let's walk our way over here. So before, the video that I had last year didn't have that poster. It had another poster, and this poster had to be put up instead of that one because this is the actual movie theater poster that MGM sent me as the little gift bag that they sent me for going to see the premiere. So there's my premiere ticket right there. But they sent me this and I couldn't believe it. I have one frame, I actually have two. I have this one from MGM, and then I have a second one from my best friend who actually works within the theater system, and he was able to grab one for me. So I have that framed up, and that actually goes to my apartment that I'll be living when I head back to school to finish my last year in college. But yeah, again, this is the Daniel Craig area, and to the left is something fun that I wanted to put together. These are all those ticket stubs that I've collected by just going to see No Time to Die. So I've seen it a total of 7 times, so that just goes to show you there's proof. But the big one is up here. That is the premiere ticket that I printed out and then I framed, because that just meant so much to me. That was an incredible experience. So that kind of concludes it, concluding with the last Bond movie and concluding with the James Bond Collection 2022 edition. So I thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey, and we are going to call it here. Oh man, now that was a lot. That was a lot, about 30 minutes standing up and filming and going through everything. That is not a bad thing, not at all. I had a blast walking through memory lane with you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this one, and I can't believe, again, this is 2022, the third year in a row that I've done this. It has grown every year, so I can only imagine what next year is going to be like, and I will see you guys next year, I promise you that. So again, thanks for hanging out, thanks for subscribing and all the support. Love you guys, can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, I'm Christopher Morales, that one Bond guy. Take care.